many people immigrated from Europe to the United States. Immigrants came from all over the world. Why would they leave their country? Why would they leave their homes? They left their homes for different reasons. Between 1820 and 1880, over 3.5 million people immigrated from Ireland to the United States. In 1845, a fungus attacked Ireland's big potato crop. There was a great famine. In 1846, 350,000 Irish people died of starvation. This caused a great migration to the United States. In 1845 and 1846 alone, close to 200,000 people immigrated from Ireland to the United States.
The Irish have many wise sayings. May the wind be always at your back. Why are all you Irish immigrants coming to the United States? Why are you Irish immigrants coming? Like, why should we let you in?
Please don't make such a fuss. Can't you see that help us you must? Please don't be so rude. Can't you see we have absolutely no food?
Tell us what happened. What happened to your food?
Potatoes are our crop. Now they're all slop. A fungus did attack. Now they're all black.
Tell us what happened. What happened on your trip here?
The trip was rough. Food not enough. The water was foul. Boy, did we howl. Children died. Oh, how we cried. We were jammed on board. Oh, how the wind roared. Out on the sea, we contracted disease. Cholera, typhus, and whooping cough. So many bodies were run up. Yo ho ho, the water's coming. Yo ho ho, riding our tongue.
We don't care that you're starving. Go back to Ireland and leave us alone. We won't even throw you a bone.
The Irish took any job they could find. They took work as laborers, they built roads, they built canals, they built train tracks. They lived in the poorest sections of the city called slums.
Remember the Irish say, may the wind be always at your back. May the sun shine warm upon your face.
We will take the jobs that no one wants. We will man your jails and work on the rails. We will build your roads and carry your loads. So please, please, please let us in. We will make a contribution.
We don't want you slobs, you'll just take our jobs. You are all just bums and you will live in the slums. You will ruin our city, we have absolutely no pity.
Please don't make such a fuss. Can't you see that help us you must? Please, oh please, don't be so rude. Can't you see we have absolutely no food? You can call us mix and beat us with sticks, but we will pray and pray that we're here to stay.
The Irish made great contributions to the United States. They built cities and roads and canals. We remember the great ones. We remember John F. Kennedy, the great president. We remember Eugene O'Neill, the great prayer writer. We remember Judy Garland, the great singer and actress. We remember James Cagney, an angel with a dirty face.
Remember the Irish say, may the wind be always at your back. May the sun shine warm upon your face. May the road be downhill all the way to your door. May you be in heaven half an hour before the devil knows you're dead.
What about the Italians? Between 1820 and 1920, over 4 million Italians immigrated from Italy to the United States. They immigrated to the United States to escape poverty. They immigrated to the United States to escape violence. They immigrated to the United States to escape diseases.
The Italians had many wise sayings. A word to the wise is sufficient. Why are all Italian immigrants coming to the United States? Why are you Italian immigrants coming? Like, why should we let you in?
Columbus was the first to arrive, and that's no jive. Italy had terrible wars, please open your doors. We were very, very poor, we couldn't go to the store. Diseases spread right to our bed. We had to leave, for that we grieve. This is our only hope, just ask the Pope. The Italians moved into tenement apartments. Large families lived in small one-room apartments. Rats and diseases slept with them. They worked in sweatshops where women and children toiled for long hours in unsafe conditions.
Remember the Italians say, a word to the wise is sufficient, and don't look a gift horse in the mouth. Where will you live? You have nothing to give. Where will you work? You are all jerks. You will bring disease and sickness, that is your weakness. You bring us death, your last breath. Don't even think we'll give you a drink. If you make the trip, you'll face the whip.
We will live anywhere, any room you can spare. We will live with the rats and beat them with bats. We will fight any disease, just let us in, please. Our women will work in a sweatshop, even that will not make us stop. Tunnels and bridges we will build, our work will be skilled. We will sell food on carts, come to our marts. We will sell fruit on the street, maybe then we could buy some wheat. The Italians made great contributions. They built bridges, canals, and tunnels. They worked in mines and helped start labor unions. We remember Frank Sinatra, the great singer. We remember Fredo LaGuardia, the great mayor of NYC. We remember Marlon Brandon, the Godfather. Where have you gone, Joe DiMaggio?
Remember the Italians say, a word to the wise is sufficient, and don't look a gift horse in the mouth. He who lives by the sword dies by the sword. He who finds a friend finds a treasure.
What about the Germans? Between 1820 and 1978, almost 7 million Germans immigrated from Germany to the United States. They immigrated to the United States to escape poverty. They immigrated to the United States to escape from the government. The Germans
Had many wise sayings. Red sky at night, sailor's delight. Red sky at morning, sailor take warning. Why are all you German immigrants coming to the United States? Why are you German immigrants coming? Like, why should we let you in?
There was a big revolution, leaving was the only solution. Many people died, oh how we cried. Please let down your guard, we will work so hard. Plants we will grow, food we will sow. Bakers, butchers, and cabinet makers, tailors, peddlers, and bakers, our jobs we will take, money we need to make.
We don't care what you can do, we don't want anyone new. Just get lost or pay the cost.
In 1914, World War I broke out in Germany. The United States went to war with Germany. Many German Americans were attacked. Many German businesses were attacked. In 1933, the Nazis came to power in Germany. In 1939, World War II broke out in Germany. By 1941, the United States went to war with Germany again. Remember the Germans say, red sky at night, sailor's delight. Red sky at morning, sailor take warning. A good neighbor is better than a brother far away.
You are spies, it is you we despise. We will take you to court, it is you we will deport. Hear our shout, just get out!
Why are you so loud? Our people are so proud. We live over here, it is Germany we fear. We will help you fight and do what is right. We beg you right now, this is our vow.
The Germans made many contributions. They started many schools. They started the first kindergarten. They published books. They became great leaders. We remember the great author John Steinbeck. We remember the Pulitzer Prize winner Joseph Pulitzer. We remember the great actress Grace Kelly. We remember Lou Gehrig, the baseball great. We remember the great performer Elvis Presley.
Remember the Germans say, red sky at night, sailor's delight. Red sky at morning, sailor take warning. A good neighbor is better than a brother far away. One day's rain drowns out 7 weeks of drought.
What about the Chinese? In 1851, there were 25,000 Chinese people working in California. In the 1860s, over 10,000 Chinese people helped build the Central Pacific Railroad. By 1890, the Chinese population in the United States was over 100,000. Today, there are over 2.5 million people of Chinese descent in the U.S. They immigrated to the United States to search for gold in California. They immigrated to the United States to bring money home to their families in China.
The Chinese have many wise sayings. A book holds a house of gold. Why are you Chinese immigrants coming to the United States? Why are you Chinese immigrants coming? Like, why should we let you in?
Don't go berserk, we have come to work. We can search for gold, this we were told. We will cook your food, fried broiler stew. We will build your rails, just give us some nails. We will clean your clothes from heads to toes.
During the 1870s, hard times hit the United States. Many immigrants were coming in from Europe. Competition for jobs was intense. People resented these Chinese immigrants. There were riots against the Chinese immigrants. They were beaten and bloody. They were tortured and lynched. They were massacred and run out of town. The law did not help. The U.S. passed a law called the Chinese Exclusion Act. Now the Chinese were not allowed in the U.S.
Remember the Chinese say, a book holds a house of gold. There are always ears on the other side of the wall. You are coolies, taking our jobs. You coolies will face our mobs. Get out of town, we don't want you around. If you decide to stay, it will be you we slay. We will find your tree and hang you 1, 2, 3.
We need to work, don't go berserk, yet you pass these laws that rip us with claws. You kick us out, what is that about? Please let us stay, we need to work today.
During World War II, Japan attacked the U.S. During World War II, Japan attacked China. The U.S. and China began enemy camp. We celebrate the great architect I am Pei. We celebrate the great basketball player Yao Ming.
Remember the Chinese say, a book holds a house of gold. There are always ears on the other side of the wall. Water far away will not put out a fire nearby. We are all descendants of immigrants. The only ones who are not immigrants are the Native Americans. We celebrate the contributions of all the immigrants who have come to the United States. We welcome the immigrants who are coming to the United States. We welcome immigrants